Hey y'all, it's your girl Symone. Welcome back to my channel. So if y'all can see by the title, today is another Subbie Sunday, y'all. This is me recording this video super early because by the time y'all see this, I will be on vacation, y'all. So before we get into this video, let's go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give a girl a thumbs up, and comment down below, y'all. I don't know, by the time I post this, I'm not sure how many subscribers I'm gonna have, but I know I'm in the 70s. Y'all, I know. We almost to 80k, which means we almost to 100k, which means I'm about to almost get my YouTube plaque, and then I get to throw my 100k party. I'm still debating if I want to do that though. I low-key want, I don't know, that don't matter, this ain't about that. I wanted to say, y'all, I did my makeup. Not really though, I was planning makeup. It's not nothing because y'all, I really don't know how to do makeup, but I was just planning and I'm like, oh, I think I did a little okay job. You know, I got to get better with my under eye area to like get rid of my bags and stuff, but it's better than what it was looking like. So let's go ahead and get into this story. It says, hey girl, I love your channel. This story is about how I tried to get revenge and it backfired. Y'all, it's crazy because I have a story about this that I don't know, I think I'm gonna record this week, I'm not sure, but let's go ahead, let's see. This happened several years ago and I was young and dumb, about 20 or 21. So I was in an on and off relationship with my hoe ass ex. One day I packed the nigga shit up and put him out, but I let him keep the key to my apartment. Just messy and dumb. I was just hanging with my friend Shar one day and I was crying and being weak as fuck. She gave me the pep talk like when Black Panther was losing that battle and his mama said, show him who you are. It's like, yeah, I'm a dog too, nigga. So I started posting my little cute pics on Facebook, thirst trapping. One dude hit my inbox, we'll call him Jermaine. Y'all, so again, Jermaine, this ain't you, so don't be in the comments like this. No, it ain't you, Jermaine. He was from my city but moved to Jacksonville, Luke, a few hours away. He was brown skin and had dreads, mouth full of gold, full beard, and he was fine as fuck. When you describing him, I'm just picturing that. You know when you gotta grab the beard and be like, yes. Okay, sorry. I'm from Florida, and he had the accent. But you know, Florida people be crazy. Alright, let me stop. I'm from Florida. That's like the ideal fuck nigga look. So anyway, we texted for like 2 weeks nonstop. I was hanging with Shar and my two other friends who was in a lesbian situationship. We'll name them Virginia and Jay. Jay being the stud, Virginia being the bisexual girly girl. I was bragging, telling them the whole time how excited I was. Jermaine was coming to visit. We was gonna hang out and go on a date, do whatever. He got there, me and him went to the movies. Then I hit my girls up and we were smoking and drinking. So we met up to all have a nice little vibe. Plus he couldn't come to my shit because my ex had the key and he was blowing me up the whole day and I was declining the calls. How does it feel, Mr. Nigga? Fast forward, me and Jermaine go to his sister's house. We cuddle up and kiss it, and of course he was trying to get in the draws. I tell him like, nah, not yet, sweetie. He drops me off at home and I finally call my ex back. Like, hey, I was out. I didn't know you was calling. Just lying. So Shar texts me like, girl, Virginia say Jermaine inbox her trying to chill, aka fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? She screenshotted to me. He made a Facebook post and said, it said, who got loud or still up or something like that. Virginia likes to post. Mind you, it's about 12:30 a.m. damn near 1. And I ain't even know they were Facebook friends. So anyway, Virginia inboxes Shar like, ain't this D-boo? Why he inboxing me trying to smoke with me? Now for me, a nigga gonna be a nigga. He trying to fuck because clearly he ain't get this cat. But being my friend, you should have told me first. Like, girl, that nigga ain't shit. Don't fuck with him. But instead, you inbox the other friend trying to be messy or look good. So I tell Shar Virginia's shitty and that nigga's dead now. It's over before it even started. So now Virginia blowing me up. I'm declining her calls. I text Jermaine, you shitty, delete my number. So now he blowing me up. I'm declining everyone calls because I'm tipsy as fuck and mad. Now my ex calling again and I can't even tell him why I'm mad. What I'm gonna say, my new side piece trying to fuck my homegirl? It be like that. You ever be mad at so mad at the world and the main nigga like, what's wrong? And it be like, oh, it's not you, so don't worry about it. But anyway, I get a knock on the door after about 15 minutes. It's Jermaine ass. Oh, see, that's what I said. I said the Florida man be crazy because why would he just pop up? He just really just was like, you ain't gonna answer the phone, I'm gonna pop out. I'm gonna pop out. Alright. Mind you, I'm in my panties and bra. I ain't even trying to cover up. Nigga, please. See all this. You ain't never gonna be able to get it. LOL. I tell him it's all good. It's not like we was together. But yeah, it's dead, sir. Sorry. That's the end of this story. But the nigga was making sad Facebook posts for about 2 weeks about forgiveness and Jesus forgiving people. Like, boy, it ain't that deep. I did end up becoming friends with Virginia again. Sorry it was long, girl. No, you good, girl. You good. Oh, sis, my sweater keep falling. But no, sis, you good. That was not, it wasn't long like that, but you good. That is so crazy. Like, he is thirsty as hell. It's like, you came out here to see me. I didn't give you what you wanted, so you gonna try to hit up anybody else in the city? Like, hey, who else? Because who's next? Like, man, that is so crazy. But thank you so much for sharing, girl. Let's go ahead and get into the next story. It says, surviving Philly niggas. Y'all, I ain't never talked to one, so let's see how this goes. It say, hey girl, I tried to summarize as much as possible. It's cool, let's see. So this past summer, I'm talking to this guy I used to always talk to when I was about 13 or 14. I'm almost 23 now. We had mutual friends and would be on the phone 24/7 and always fall asleep on the phone. But I never saw him in person. We still followed each other on IG. And I barely respond to niggas, but for some reason I gave him attention and we started talking. He gave me his number, but his phone broke like right after he gave me his number. Said he dropped it out the car, LOL. Mind you, it's his birthday and he's telling me this bullshit that's going on. He can't get his rental. He won't be able to do his B-Day plans. He can't get a new phone, blah, blah, blah. So a couple of days go by. We're talking 24/7. While I'm at work, when I'm on my way from home, when I'm at work, when I'm on my way home, while I'm smoking with my friends, this man is always wants to talk to me, telling me all his folks' business. So finally, the day I see him, I was doing paratransit at the time, so I put up in the work van. We chilled for a little bit at his apartment, nice or whatever, but he doesn't smoke, so I'm like, what now? I have a call for someone to be picked up, so I have to leave. Later on that day, I ended up going back with some food to throw in the oven. You know, some weed, just some little things to bring just because. I get there, we chilling. I put the food in, roll up. He was kicking it to me like he would smoke with me, but I knew he really didn't want to. He said weed makes him paranoid or whatever. Shit more for me. His apartment was set up like the kitchen, living room, and bathroom on the first floor. Then the steps go up to the bedroom. So we're upstairs at this point, and he has a new phone, but he still has his flip phone. If you know, you know. I think yeah, that is what that means. I'm slow, my bad, y'all. Okay, then he gotta go downstairs. His brother is giving him something. I don't think anything of it. I keep smoking, watching YouTube on the phone. At this point, 10 minutes go by and I'm on the phone and I hear yelling. I think maybe it's the neighbors because, mind you, it's actually an apartment building with other units. A few more minutes go by and I hear footsteps. Then I hear, and who are you? Girl, I looked up, saw a pregnant ass woman, and I said, and who are you? Man, this girl proceeds to tell me she's 8 months pregnant and she's been with him for however many years. And she starts to go off on him. Now, I excuse myself because what the fuck? Mind you, I'm fried. When she was telling me this, my jaw dropped, Symone. Anyway, while I'm calling my Lyft, I hear them tussling. I got right up out of there, laughing my ass off. And I forgot to take the food out the oven. Oh well. But thanks for telling my story. And don't forget to like and comment and subscribe to my sis YouTube, period. Like, y'all see what she said. So if you still watching at this time and you ain't did that, you already know what to do. Just a little extra. Wasn't sure if it was too long. This nigga proceeds to say, the girl you disrespected in my crib, she started going off. And she's like, in your crib, you ain't pay rent in how many months? I pay all the bills, etc. When this boy was on the phone complaining to me about when this boy was on the phone with me complaining about a damn water bill, but he wasn't paying it. Just a mess. So it's many small details, but I thought it was long enough. You could have told me all the details, sis, but y'all, that is crazy. It's like, that's crazy. It's like, how you know you live with your girl, you're gonna invite the next person over. Like, my thing is, I don't condone cheating at all, but you really trifling when you bring somebody else where you lay your head at. Like, that's playing a serious game, like a dangerous game, because it's like, anything could happen. Like, the pregnant girl could have came in there and, you know, she's pregnant. She could have came in there and caught y'all and didn't even, like, say nothing and just, you know, went. Or vice versa. Like, anything. Like, that is so crazy. These men, note to self, don't get a Philly man or a Philly cheesesteak. No, I'm just kidding. I do need to get a Philly cheesesteak. I ain't never had one before. But y'all, thank you so much for sharing, girl. Let's get into the next. Alright, so y'all, let's go ahead and get straight into this video, okay? Okay, so let's see. So I have this story right here. So it says, so I'm gonna name this, it jumps right into it. Cool. So it says, so I'm gonna name this guy Avery. He was 13 and I was 11. He was in year 7 and I was in year 6. He was in the South where we lived, and I was in the West. He would tell me that he brings blades out to fight people, that his friends are in a Persian in a gang, and they killed, wait, I can't say that, and they offed someone, something like that, and said if I broke up with him that he would off himself. Snapping all my guy friends that he would do anything to me if they have a problem with him, because I told him I got into a fight with a boy a long time ago, and he told me to send their snap, which I would never. I made a group chat with me in it, and mind you, I was never allowed a boyfriend, so I don't want someone from my school to know because it was spread around the school, and that he was getting hard for me when we were texting. He wanted to have sex with me and to meet, but if I was but it was a week of us talking and he was doing too much. We would FaceTime and call each other. He would get too protective when I would send him photos, and he did it for me, and we became friends. We got into a big fight after I blocked him and I unblocked him, and he hit me up and said, "You got a boyfriend?" I said no. He said because I like this girl, and I congratulated him and told him that if he should date her, and I started talking about my crush, he said I was jealous and that I'm an idiot, and I blocked him, and we haven't talked for 1 year and 3 months now. I don't know what to say. Oh, no, I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just don't know what to say. Thank you so much for sharing. I'll say that. Because I'm confused. I don't know what to say. Like, I was like thinking like, oh, okay, maybe it was gonna go. I don't know. I don't know. I was just really confused with that story. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it was something that you wanted me to tell you, but I was so confused. So I'm so sorry about that. I don't know what to say. So let's go ahead and get into the next story. So this is a short one. So it says, "Hey Symone, this story is called The Cuban Daddy. I am from Kingsburg in Bronx, New York, so I'm used to seeing the fine Spanish man walking around. I'm a gay dude, but I'm more into chocolate and whatnot. So in June 2014, I decided to move to Miami with my mom and start a new life. And new body count, LOL. First thing I noticed that it's hot and humid up in here, but even there are more Cubans here. Never tried a Cuban man in New York. Forward to 2015, and I moved into a family member's house, my aunt, which I was estranged from, and were Dominican/Puerto Rican. So they like to party. She invited this dude, I'm gonna call him Eiffel. So Eiffel was a 51-year-old Cuban man, and he liked looking at me. Eventually, he got my number, and we was in conversation. So let's say we hooked up several times, 5 in total. What I find out at an upcoming family reunion is that Eiffel is my political uncle. He was married to my aunt a while back, and when I tell you I felt sick, I was catching feelings for this dude. And when I tell you that he still texts me that he likes me, but I don't reply. That's crazy, because he knew that he was your uncle. And wait, and what's the age? I don't know the age difference. I really wish I would have known the age difference with that, because I don't know why I'm picturing you being a minor, but I don't know. But let's see. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's get into the next story. I say, "Hey girl, love your channel, keep them coming." So this story long, but let me tell you about how my ex-boyfriend was a hater and I didn't know the whole time. That'd be the worst when you dating somebody and you loved him and they a hater. Okay, let's see. We gonna call him Secret Animosity. You definitely gonna see why. So Animosity and me met at this place called Job Court. Oh, I heard of that. The ghetto. I know you know. So anyways, me and this girl was talking about how she was cute. We gonna name her Trouble. Animosity heard from Trouble. I thought she was cute. Animosity tried to get with me a few times. I kept saying nah, because she wasn't my type, for real. She was decent, but her demeanor turned me off. So her and Trouble started dating, and she even tried to fuck with me while they was dating. So after she seen I was serious about not fucking with her, Animosity pushed the relationship since me and Trouble was already friends. So I said cool. I started dating the woman I'm with now, which is my wife. We would go on double dates, etc. Trouble got kicked out of Job Court, and Animosity felt like that was her girlfriend. So if she left, she was cool. She was too. So 1 year after we left Job Court, and we reached out to 1 year later after we left Job Corps, she reached out to me to continue our friendship. So I'm like, cool. Me and Animosity became real close, and we started calling her, and she started calling me her best friend and wanted to hang out with me all the time since we all moved to Vegas. I would let her come over to my family gatherings since she didn't have family in Vegas and I did. So she would say things like, I love how family orientated your family is, and I wish my mom and me had a relationship like you and your mom do, etc. So I would encourage her to reach out to her family and start trying to bond with her and her mom more. So during this time, they had been in Vegas for almost 2 years and didn't have a car, a place, etc. But I didn't judge. So at the time, they was living with Trouble Mom, and Animosity told me Trouble don't want to help her move out, and she can't afford nothing expensive. And basically, her mom didn't say it, but Loki was pushing for them to leave. So I told them about these apartments down the street from them, helped her move, etc. Me and my wife was only in Vegas for 3 months of being in Vegas, and we got a car, in 3 months. After we got a car, we rented out a house. Me and my wife was on our shit. So I would be on money moves and try to put Animosity and Trouble on because I want to see everyone I fuck with eat. So my wife was telling me there was too much drama because whenever we went out, they would always get into it with other people and start bullshit. Then my wife said she felt like Animosity liked me, and I never told her she tried to get with me because I felt like it was almost 2 years later and never went nowhere. But at this point, I felt obligated, so I told my wife, and my wife didn't come around her after, but however, I stayed friends with her. So it was 1 year later, and I told my wife, let's move. We agreed, etc. So 3 months later, we moved. Remind you, we moved 8 hours, so we had to start all over again, which I was fine with because I was given better opportunities. So during this time, we didn't have a place. We was in a hotel looking for something, and my 21st birthday was around the corner. So Animosity asked what I was doing, and I told her nothing. I'm working, and we moved in our place next week, and I can't be spending money. So she came out here to surprise me. She had just got a car from this money I put her onto, so she had bread at this time. So she like, best friend, it's your 21st birthday. Whatever you want, get it, bitch. I got you. You don't gotta spend nothing. So I was happy, and I felt like, damn, my friend really fuck with me. Usually when we go places, she will always be broke, so I paid. But I didn't care because it was my friend, and it was like, I ain't got it, and it was like, if she ain't got it, I do. So I was just happy because I was like, damn, I finally got a friend that's my equal. So she like, we going out to eat. So she like, we going out to eat, buying bottles. So I'm like, bitch, you go pay for me and I'm pay for my wife. She like, I'll pay for everyone. Fuck it. So I'm smiling, just high and drunk as hell. So we go to Chili's and check come, and she like, can we get separate checks? I sober up real fast because I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm not gonna let a bitch think I'm pressed about paying for my meal. So I just pay for me and my wife, and I'm mad at this point. Remind you, I gotta move next week, and she had about over $12,000 in her pocket, and all I got is my room money and my moving fee money. We go back to our hotels. My wife is like, okay, baby, so we go back to our hotel, and my wife is like, okay, baby. I'm in my feelings because I'm like, damn, I helped this bitch get hella bread, and I told her my situation. I ain't never left her hanging. Animosity knock on my room door, and she like, we got to take a nap and come get y'all when we wake up. So she only brought a bottle of Hypnotic and Barefoot wine. And I brought a bottle of Henny. So I'm heated. I just tell her to fuck off, and my wife like, nah, baby, it's cool. At least she came out to surprise you and just let it go. And I'm like, all right. So they never came out to come get us. I'm waiting. She ain't answer her phone, nothing. So I'm like, what the fuck? So morning time comes. She called me and like, we about to go. I'm like, damn, y'all just got here yesterday. Remind you, she said she was about to stay for 3 days. So in all out honesty, she came to show off her car, money, etc. and never intended on staying. Once I started getting back on my shit, I would tell her and she would be like, oh, I gotta go and hang up. So it just started being weird. Like, I'll hear the good things and she going on in her life, but she didn't want to hear what I had unless it was negative. So I started being distant. So her birthday come around and she's like, hey, you coming to Vegas for my 25th birthday? I'm like, I'll try, but I don't know because I have school and work right now. So she like, what the fuck? Didn't y'all just come from blah, blah, blah? So I'm like, yeah, exactly, but I have to save up for this and that. And my wife's birthday right around yours. And I promised her we was going to go, blah, blah, blah. So she like, what the fuck? You can't manage 2 birthdays. I know you on some bullshit because you good at money management. It's only 2 months in advance. So I'm like, nah, I can't come. So she like, if you can't come to my party, we ain't friends no more. I said, okay. So it's a month later. She sent my pictures of her and her family and her girlfriend, etc. So I'm like, what the fuck? That's weird. And I told her like, if you want to be cool again, if you want to be cool again, this ain't the way. Like, we can talk the right way. All you gotta do is apologize. She texts me back saying, fuck you, and bitch, I'm not apologizing for nothing. Thanks for showing me you are not a real ass bitch. So I just sent her the deuces because I ain't got time for it. So 4 months after that, she sent me a picture of her and her girlfriend on Instagram. So me being a Cancer, I text like, obviously you miss me because you keep sending me pictures. You know how Aquarius is. She started going in talking about it was an accident. She don't fuck with me, etc. Remind you, me and her not Instagram friends. So how was it an accident? Then she starts saying things I told her in private and saying just bullshit and saying how my family's sad. I want her and my wife want a girlfriend. I'm a broke bitch and spent $2,000 on my birthday, which she didn't because she didn't even pay for no real liquor or my food. She said I ain't never did shit for her and I was living in a hotel and I ain't got no house no more. And my bitch gonna leave me. I'm not shit and I'm ugly. I'm mad because I ain't have her. My mom worthless and she don't care about me, which is weird because she used to always tell me how my mom was so sweet and she really did a lot for us. My mom gave her a few packs of meat out of their freezer because her girlfriend ain't want to buy no food, and Animosity paid all the bills and rent, so she was broke. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? She can't at least feed you and she put money in your pocket and you put money in her pocket. Anyway, she pointed out all the things over Facebook about me and told everyone I was homeless, begging her for money, which I never did, ask a bitch for a dime. I helped her upgrade her life. The fuck? At this point, I was past the beef. It was personal, bitch. Like, nah, you need your ass beat. Told the bitch when I went to Vegas it was up. So I went to Vegas the night before my birthday. The night I went to Vegas, I pulled up to her crib after I got my hair done and went to go to pick my cousin. I told her to come outside and she was scared saying she was gonna shoot me, etc. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck, come outside. She didn't want to come outside saying me and my cousin was gonna jump her. I'm like, bitch, my cousin ain't jumping in. And Trouble hop on the phone saying, bitch, I'll shoot you and your cousin. I'm like, bitch, it's 2 of y'all and it's 2 of us, come out. Then she said she ain't seen me, etc. When I pulled off, she called me saying, why you driving off? You scared, huh? Bitch, I busted U-turn so quick, called her and told her to come outside. No smoke. She stopped responding. So 2 hours later, she called me like, where you at? I want to fight. I told her my mom's house to pull up. She like, send the addy. I'm like, bitch, stop playing. You know where my mom's address is. She been over there plenty of times. So I'm like, come on. She never showed up, but was still on social media popping it. She was just a weird ass social media ass bitch. Anyway, I learned my lesson and I'm definitely scared of getting close to anyone. I'm cool off friendships. That is so crazy, y'all. I mean, people really do be weird. I feel like the whole time she was probably mad because she wanted to be with you and you never got with her. So at that point, like long time ago, I felt like she been just didn't like you and had a lot of like animosity towards you. That's crazy. It really do be hard meeting people. Like, it be hard meeting good people. It be hard meeting good people. Like, I've been in situations with friends and stuff, and it's crazy because somebody was just telling me, like, I just really see like they were saying, like, I just really see, like, you don't be just really with a whole bunch of females or you this and that. Like, I have friends, like, I have my friends or whatever, but it's like everybody grown now, so it's different, so that's another thing. And it's just, but I don't know, it's just different. Like, I don't know, it's difficult, it's hard to explain. But yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's get into the next video. So I have like a lot of short ones, so let's see. It says, hi Simone, I would like to start by saying I love your story times. You're like a big sister I never had, lol. Kind of like your video about Bella, except I'm not fake. Anyways, that's so funny. That made me laugh because, yeah. It says, anyways, I had a boyfriend similar to Crazy and Joe. I met Dog in school. We hit it off, became friends, and finally, after a few years, he became my boyfriend. We talked a lot, but I began to see some distance in our relationship. I found out he fucked with my homegirl. She didn't know I was talking to him, but not hiding anything. Just never got around to telling her. He began to fuck with her. I cut him off, and he found a new girl he likes. He continues to fuck with different bitches. I kept our friendship. My homegirls is still my friend, so is Dog. So we would never mess around again. Now me and my homegirl talk about it, and she apologized about it because she didn't know. Love you and please keep me anonymous. I got you, girl. I got you. Y'all, I'm so sorry I'm late though. Like, I'm super sorry, but yeah, I got you. That's crazy. Y'all are still young, you know, so it's like, if you could keep the friendship side, but I feel like how he did, don't ever go back. Once somebody do you wrong and they do you so wrong like that, like, once somebody do you wrong and you give them a second chance, they're gonna feel like they could slip again because they're gonna feel like, oh, she's gonna forgive me, like, you know. So I feel like, you know, sometimes it is sometimes the friendship is better than a relationship. So if you feel like, you know, y'all good on that end, go ahead, keep the friendship. But relationship wise, I wouldn't go back down that lane, even though you said you're not, but I'm just saying. But yeah, thank you, little sis. All right, let's get to the next story. So I think this might be the last story, or I might do one more. We're gonna see how long the next story is. So it says, hey girl, I stumbled across your page a while back and I'm glad I did. I'm glad you did too. I have a funny story time for you. So I was on and off with this guy for years, living together most of that time. And he was a serial cheater. Oof, aren't they always? I'm just kidding. Why I stayed through the bullshit for so long is beyond me. So anyways, we eventually got to a point in our relationship where we were still living together, but pretty much living desperate lives. So me being the petty Betty that I was, I would do little messed up vindictive shit every now and then. So being that I knew he was entertaining multiple women at this particular time, and he had broken a car window, I decided to take advantage of the situation and take my petty to another level. So while he was at work, first, let me say this. He worked at a warehouse, and there was a random cat that would always come out when the crews were at lunch. He hates cats. So every time he sees the cat, he would chase him and tries to scare him off, etc. Okay, so I go to the dollar store, grab 2 cans of sardines, pull up to the job in the morning, and proceed to enter his vehicle, which wasn't hard because his window was broken with a little piece of plastic covering it. So easy access. Now the cat never even came to mind. The objective was one or two things, if not both. One, put the sardine juice all over the carpet and the seats to hide the sardines early in the morning, so by the time he comes out in the afternoon, his car would be baking in the sun for hours and the fish ass smell would be hard to get out. Or 2, when he tries to take one of them warehouse thoughts to lunch on his break, she's gonna think he has some funky ass hoe in there, and there goes his smash for the next couple of days. Y'all, you're funny, sis. Okay, let's see. Just petty for no reason. So there's where it gets funny. Some hours go by, and I get a call from him telling me, man, shawty, you not gonna believe what the fuck just happened. So I'm walking out to my car on lunch, and that damn cat knows the sound of my keys, and once I got close to my car, this motherfucker came flying out of my car, and I'm trying to figure out why this damn cat is in my car in the first place. Then I go to my car and I see fish in that motherfucker. How the fuck the cat brought fish in my car? That damn cat brought fish in my car to eat that shit, so I'm dying. That damn cat brought fish in my car to eat that shit comfortably to get revenge on my ass. So I'm dying laughing, and he thinks I'm laughing at the situation, but I'm laughing at how far left the situation went, but how it still managed to work out in my favor, just even better than I imagined. To this day, he still thinks that he was the cat. LO, I hope you enjoyed this story time. Big blessings to you. Sis, I'm weak because that's just so fucking funny. Like, he really probably was really like, damn, cats is so smart. Like, even though they are, but he probably really was just like, yo, this cat really came to my car with some sardines, chilling, eating, and I know it stank up in there. Like, ooh, yeah, I'm weak. That's so funny. But thank you so much, fish. Thank you so much. I should say fish. Thank you so much, sis, for sharing. Let me go ahead and let you know. Story time on how my friend stole my shirt and blocked me. And I don't know why it just gave me, y'all seen Mean Girls when he's like, give me back my pink shirt? Like, it just reminded me of that. Okay, let's go. So it says, hey girl, we not finna waste no time, so let's get into it. So this happened July of 2021. So we're going to name her Thief. It's explanatory why. Me and her knew each other for at least 4 years of our friendship, but everything... Me and her knew each other for at least 4 years. Our friendship was everything. So I don't know why she did what she did. So one day, Thief Mama asked mine, could she come over while she go out of town for her birthday? Obviously, my mama said yes, because she always want to be nice. Okay, so let's focus. I told her that I was going to go to Orlando to stay with my cousins for the summer or whatever. She wanted to go, so I let her. So everything was okay until one day we got into an argument because she wanted to lie on me to my friend's cousin, and god sister was in a group chat with Thief and was arguing. Next thing you know, Thief crying and told my cousin, so my cousin was mad at me, so I'm texting my mama because I was mad as hell. We going for real, for real. Again, my other cousin boyfriend talked to both of us about stuff, and the talk was good as fuck, literally. So my mama, grandma, and cousin came there and surprised us, laughing my ass off. I don't want to make it long, so we're going to fast forward again. They come in 2 days later. We go to a fun spot. So I let Thief wear my Tommy Hilfiger shirt because she didn't have any shirts to wear. We have fun even though we didn't get on anything. She also tried to steal my biker shirts, but I knew they was mine because she didn't bring none. But as soon as we got back to Tallahassee, which is where we stay, she left. I didn't see my shirt no more. I texted her about it and she blocked me. And then I texted her on my spams and she blocked me on there too. So I had my cousin text her. The same thing happened. So she had her sister text me some months later about forces she left at my house. And I told her they wasn't there because she stole my shirt. So yeah, it's like I will be burning them forces. But sorry if this is too long. I'm weak. No, for real. I would have been like, girl, how you gonna steal my shirt and think that you finna get your shoes back? Baby girl, it probably already creased and you need to go ahead and just go buy you some new ones because you ain't getting them back. Sorry. But no, for real, that's crazy. People really be thieves. Like, it's a shirt. How you gonna block me and take my shirt? Over a shirt? You could have just asked to borrow the shirt. Like, you make it seem she acting like she a cartoon character and she gonna wear the shirt for the rest of her life. Like, I'm sorry. Alright, I'm sorry. But thank you so much for sharing. Alright, so I'm gonna do one more. This is the last one for real, because I got some editing to do. So this is the last one, and then we gonna wrap it up. Wrap it up? Alright, let's go. I love your, so it gets straight to it. So the title is called Undercover Lover. So it says, I love your story time, Symone. Thank you and love you, girl. Love you too. It says, there's something huge that I want to get off my chest. And if I could keep this anonymous, that would be awesome. Because sheesh, I got you, sis. I'm a female dating my best friend who also happens to be a female. We met through work and it all feels like a fairy tale. She liked me first, but she had a man at the time. Apparently, I stood out to her always, and little by little, we got closer. We would hang out more, and apparently she would throw hints at me, but low-key, I'm so oblivious to stuff like that, so it went over my head. I thought we were just besties for the resties. Turns out months later, her and her man aren't doing good, and they end up breaking up. We had already kissed by that point, though. But once they broke up, we started dating for real. It felt like a Latino soap opera to me. LOL, so dramatic and full of love with crazy ass ups and downs. So far so good, right? Not really. She's not out the closet. I am, and I've been for years. Her family is so religious that it scares her to death. So bad that she ended up bringing a guy around to have as a fake boyfriend. Mind you, we're still dating, girl, and this dude didn't know he was being used the whole time. That's where she fucked up though, because now dude has feelings for her and wants to be something real. But she's trying so hard to keep lying just so we can cover up our asses. When I mean cover up, it's from her family and friends. People have definitely wondered and asked if we were together. I guess we're not that obvious, LOL. But she's scared that her family will find out and she's literally living two lives. Anyways, we ended up breaking up after a year and a few months because it turns out she's really trying to be straight and follow God's way, which I completely understand. It's just crazy how far you could go to hide who you really, truly love. I never thought I would be in a situation like this, girl. It was the best and worst feeling ever. But when we was in our little bubble and just loving on each other and admiring and balancing each other out, and worse, when I would get super jealous because of the things she had to do to make sure that the fake boyfriend stuck around to cover up for her. Nothing weird ever happened, but the text and stuff she had to say bothered me very much. Who the fuck wants to be with a person that's flirtatious or in any dating manner, even if it's fake? So they could please family, but I couldn't ever show my girlfriend off or kiss her in public whenever I felt like it. I love that girl so much so that I would do it again just to be with her. We made a contract to stay best friends forever, and maybe that's just better at this point. Sorry if it was too long. Sorry if it was too long, but I feel like I couldn't let this go, and I feel relief that someone knows my secret. I was a whole undercover lover. Literally was my girlfriend's best friend when we was with family. But when it's just us, that's crazy. Thanks again, Symone, and keep it up, girl. This story kind of touched my heart. No, it really did, because it's so sad, because it's like, I understand, like, you really want to be with this person, you really love this person, y'all was together for a year and a few months, and before then y'all was best friends, you know, and got really close, and then just the situation, it's just so messed up. But I really feel like you would find somebody who, even if they do have a family that don't accept their lifestyle, that they wouldn't care they wouldn't care about that, because as long as they're with you and want to see you happy. Because I know it's hard, you know, it really is hard, especially when you love somebody, you be okay with making sacrifices. But I feel like that's a big sacrifice to make, because what if one day y'all want to get married, you know, like what if one day y'all decide y'all want to have children, you know, it would just be a very hard situation to deal with. Or, you know, and then when you're in love with somebody, you want to show them off, like, especially, like, I swear, like, in lesbian relationships, those be the ones that really go so hard. So it could be Valentine's Day and you want to just show your girl off to the world, maybe on social media, maybe, you know, just certain things, but you feel like you can't do it. So it's just gonna always be that thing in the back of your head that's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. And it's like, imagine going so many years down the line and you want to propose, or, you know, and then you just, it's just going to be hard. So I feel like maybe she should try to have that talk with her family and just see where it goes from there, because it's like, nobody's perfect. I understand that is very hard. That is hard to have that talk, especially if her, you know, her family's probably older and they stuck in their ways, but it is hard. But I feel like you should keep yourself open to meeting new people, because you just, that situation may have just taught you certain things, but you might find the one that would be okay with just doing everything they needed to do to make you happy, like even if their family is gonna be mad about it. Because sometimes family is toxic, sometimes they gotta go. I'm just kidding, but no, for real. But yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and I really hope you do find the love of your life and be happy and everything works out in your favor. And you guys, it's not like y'all have to stop being friends, you know, y'all can still have that friendship, but I do hope that you do find that love. But y'all, that's the last story, y'all. So this is the last one of Subbie Sunday. I need to go ahead and edit this. I need to get my video. I'm doing a vlog right now, a get ready vacation vlog with me right now. So I need to go ahead and edit that video. It's not finished, but I want to edit it up so by the time I'm almost done with it, I could already just put the last pieces on and boom, have it already uploaded, so when I'm gone I could boom upload it. So yeah, that was it for this video, y'all. Thank you so much for sending your story times to me. Make sure you send them down below at Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com. don't send them nowhere else. You see them other two emails, those is not for story time. Send them at the Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com if you would like your story to be featured. And y'all, I'm back on it, so I'm gonna get through these emails. It's 178, but I'm about to get through them. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already done so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and give me some makeup tips down below. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.